Welcome back to 8 Square Edu. You're watching the series in molecular biology, and today we are going to talk about bacteriophages. We have included bacteriophages in this series because in the next video we are going to talk about Hershey and Chase experiment, which includes bacteriophages as a part of their experiment. And to understand that, we need to know what bacteriophages are. To begin with, the word bacteriophage literally means bacteria eater. This is actually what it looks like. Bacteriophages or phages are viruses that can infect and destroy bacteria. They are easy to grow in huge numbers in a short period of time, and therefore they are model systems for studying genes. Classification of bacteria. According to Morphology and Nucleic Acid, the International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses, that is ICTV, have classified phages into 26 families. Some of the most thoroughly studied phages are T2, T4 and T6 phages, which are commonly called as T-even phages. Structure of bacteriophages. This is what T4 bacteriophage looks like, having two major components, head and tail. Talking about the head, it is called the protein capsule or capsid. It is a hollow isohedron or 20-sided object filled with DNA and is attached to a protein tail with the help of the collar. Tail has a hollow tail core. The tail sheath surrounds the tail core. Terminating hexagonal base plate is present to which 6 tail fibers are attached. Life cycles. Once phage attaches itself to bacterium and inserts its genetic material, it follows one of the following two cycles: a lytic cycle or a lysogenic cycle. Lytic cycle is characteristic of a virulent phage, the phage which damages or kills the bacteria, whereas lysogenic cycle is the characteristic of a temperate phage which is not so damaging to the bacteria. Let's come to the lytic cycle. Phage takes over the host cell machinery, then lyse or destroy the cell, releasing new phage particles, and is the characteristic of virulent phages. For example, T4 is capable of undergoing only a lytic life cycle. Coming to steps in lytic cycle. First is adsorption of phage particles. The phage collide with the bacterium cell. It squats to attach base plate to specific receptor protein. So this is a bacterial cell and the bacteriophage attaches to it. The base plate attaches to the receptor proteins present in the bacterial cell wall. Second, injection of DNA. Tail sheath contracts and hollow tail core penetrates through the host cell wall. Core forms a needle through which phage DNA is injected. So the phage DNA is injected via the tail core. So these are the first two steps. Next is replication of phage DNA. Genetic information of phage is transcribed and translated once the phage DNA circularizes itself in the bacterial cell. DNA replicate and code for production of phage protein. So we have phage DNA copies which is produced inside the bacterial cell. Next is assembly of phage particles. Phage DNA and protein then self-assemble into thousands of phage particles. So newly assembled phages are here with the capsid. These are the next two steps. Finally, the release of phage particles that is due to the lysis of the bacterial cell and hence the name of the cycle, that is lytic cycle. So the infected host cell lyse within half an hour and releases thousands of phage particles into the medium. This is how lysis takes place and the bacteriophages are released. So this is the end to the lytic cycle. They are capable of infecting in other cells now, thus obtaining large population of phages in a short time through this cycle. Next is lysogenic cycle. Phage DNA is integrated in host DNA. Sometimes one or more phenotypic characters of host bacteria change as a result of infection. This cycle is characteristic of temperate phage, for example, bacteriophage lambda. Let's see what happens in lysogenic cycle. Attachment of phage and entry of phage DNA. These two steps are similar to that in the lytic cycle. The attachment and DNA injection occur in the same manner as they do in lytic cycle. So adsorption and injection, same as in the lytic cycle. Next is integration. The phage DNA recombines with a particular region of the bacterial chromosome and gets integrated in the host genome. So, recombination takes place between the phage DNA and bacterial DNA, and it gets integrated into the bacterial genome. The integrated phage DNA is now called prophage. So, this is a prophage. So, integration में recombination and formation of a prophage. Next is bacterial cell division. During this time, the prophage is inactive or repressed. Every time the host cell divides, the phage DNA is also copied. So bacterial cell division produces a copy of phage DNA as well in the form of prophage. Under certain conditions, the prophage becomes active and pop out of bacterial chromosome. So prophage exit bacterial chromosome. This triggers the prophage to enter the Lytic cycle. In laboratories, UV radiations or chemicals are used to trigger the prophage as external stimuli. But in general, the prophage suddenly enters Lytic cycle without any external stimuli. So this is the end of lysogenic cycle. But in summary, we can describe both the cycles together. First is phage attaches to the host cell and injects DNA. Phage DNA circularizes and enters Lytic cycle or lysogenic cycle. Coming to the Lytic cycle first, the new phage DNA and proteins are synthesized and assembled into virions. Cell lysis releases phage virions. This is the end of Lytic cycle. Next is lysogenic cycle. So coming to step 3b, the phage DNA integrates within the bacterial chromosome by recombination, becoming a prophage. Lysogenic bacterium reproduces normally. Occasionally, the prophage excises from the bacterial chromosome by another recombination event, initiating a Lytic cycle. So again, the Lytic cycle takes place and the bacteriophages are released into the medium. So the advantages of using bacteriophage in genetic studies are simple genome of the bacteriophage, their rapidity of multiplication, and enormous number of progeny that can be produced in a small volume of culture media. Thus, they are model systems in genetic studies. Thank you. Upcoming in molecular biology, we have Chemical Nature of Genetic Material Part 2, in which we are going to talk about Hershey and Chase experiment and Chargaff's rules. If you found this video interesting and informative, please like, subscribe and share. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and for any queries or suggestions, please write to us at the given email address. Thank you.